What up world, it's Haven here, and happy LPS Tube Day! At the time of recording this, it is currently May 10th, which as most of you know, is the day where everyone at LPS Tube comes together to celebrate the amazing community that we know and love. Also, sorry for the long hiatus, I've been so busy with LPS Staggered System season finale, it is coming soon, I promise. And I really haven't had any time to record videos, but lately I have seen a really highly requested comment of people asking how I build my sets and where I get my set pieces. So today, this is the complete set tutorial on where I get all my stuff and how I build my LPS sets for LPS movies. And basically, this set is for a short film that I'm working on that is coming very, very soon. I'm not going to say the title right now because that's going to be a surprise. But anyway, let's get into the video. So, in my opinion, a great way to improve your sets is backgrounds. As you can see right here, I have just a simple scrapbooking paper that I'm using as wallpaper. You can find these at like any single craft store near you. They're usually not too expensive, and they typically come in like themed packs. This one came in a silver package, which has a ton of designs just like this. And you don't even have to just use it for wallpaper too. You can find patterns like these, which you can see it's like hardwood and all that, and you can use it for flooring. This pairing goes really well together, and there are so many different types of these patterns. I have a whole desk drawer of them. This is the drawer under my desk with all of the paper and patterns I used in all the backgrounds of my videos. As you can see, there's brick right there. Those are really cool ones to find. And yeah, these honestly are a great way to improve your videos. Something I use for the two walls on these sides that you can't see all the time are white kind of cube shelf blocks. I'll show you right now. If my camera can fit it into frame, this is kind of what I'm talking about. See, I even taped a door on here because they can just be used for so many different things. All this really is just like a mini little like storage block. It's literally just made of paper. That's just cardboard really. And these are so great because they can act as like a good durable force for like walls and things like that. For example, you can rest your paper against a wall and then you can have this as the other side. Now on to the part that you probably clicked on this video for, which is furniture. I find that the best way to get furniture for LPS that looks semi-realistic is Calico Critters, or as some know it as Sylvanian Families furniture. I have been collecting furniture from these brands literally since I was like 5, I think, and I have stacked up a pretty good array, and these are all the furniture that I use in every single one of my videos. A little bit of LPS furniture though. And also, I know that some of these furniture items can be a bit expensive for most people. Some of these Calico Critter stuff can get pretty expensive. I just want to say that LPS furniture works really great too. They're a lot cheaper, obviously. I've also seen a lot of people customize LPS furniture to look more realistic, like painting over them, which I think is a really cool idea. This is my tub of furniture that I use for all my LPS videos. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here, and you might be thinking,
how, Haven, do you even find anything in here?
Well, basically, in this box is all of the bigger stuff like beds and kitchen supplies and all of the bigger items, but this tub is where I store all of my small accessories. I'm not going to go into much detail on this since I'm planning on doing a separate video where I show you how I organize all of my little accessories and LPS clothing, because that's all in here, so stay tuned for that in the future. But anyways, they sell Calico Critters and Sylvanian Families stuff typically at Targets. That's where I usually get all of them. Also, Amazon and just eBay in general have really good selections of them. I know eBay can sometimes sell really cheap lots of furniture like that, which I would recommend looking into. Now this is just going to be a short time lapse of me assembling a simple set, and then I'll be talking about it in the middle. Alright, so this is kind of just a super basic set. This is without any accessories and things like that. What I like to do when I'm assembling sets is kind of think about like, it doesn't have to be one large open space. Like you can have little wall things like this or stuff packed closely together. Let me show you a quick visual of what this would look like if it was all open. Much different. And even though there is more space for your characters to go, the home doesn't feel that realistic. So a way I like to make it feel more like an actual home and not just an LPS set is stacking things close together and making like little walls kind of in the middle, because that's how most homes are actually placed. Next, it's time for the tiny details that go into each set that make it even more realistic. Most of these things I get at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, as they have a lot of miniature things there that are typically meant for doll houses but pair perfectly for LPS. Also, a quick tip that I like to do is taking LPS clothing like this and kind of sprawling it about a house, like for example, draped on a couch or something like that, because it just makes, if you're a home atmosphere, feel more homey, you know? Also, I have these hyper-realistic plants right here. These I just simply got off Amazon. They were literally like so cheap, like $2 for a huge box of them. So I would highly recommend these because they can really build a set. Most of the food I used is from Calico Critters, but also there is a separate branch that are super similar to Calico Critters called Little Woodsies, which tend to be slightly cheaper, and I find that some of their furniture, especially the food, can be pretty good. When building sets, I like to think that it's the teeny tiny details that count. For example, this little tea box, like it's so tiny, but putting it in can really make the whole set feel like a real place. Then, once you've added all your little details, you can just sit back and film in your set. As you can see, I interspersed some LPS furniture here. As you can see, this cup is Littlest Pet Shop, and so is this bag, I believe. This just shows how versatile all of this furniture really is. You can mix and match all you want. It really doesn't matter. This is just the way I like to do it. Also, another thing, adding fabrics like this can really help to make rugs or blankets or pillows or anything. It's so easy to make little pillows like this. For example, a lot of the pillows you see in my videos I made. I might make a tutorial on how to build LPS like bed and furniture pieces out of fabric. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comments below. But for example, this rug is simply just a fabric scrap that I took, like a piece of felt, and just cut it up, and I made this red rug, and it's super versatile and it works really well with sets. Also, last but not least, I find that color coordinating your atmosphere can really help. For example, the red and warm tones of this kind of make the home feel more inviting and friendly, whereas if you had like a dark, maybe science lab with a lot of blues and cool colors, it can feel more ominous. Anyways, those are my best tips for set building and also how I make all the sets for all my videos. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I would love to answer them. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a latest post from me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!